A bus has fallen into a river in northern China, leaving at least 3 people dead and 11 others missing after flooding from heavy rains destroyed homes and flooded farmland in 2 provinces. More than 1.76 million people have been affected by severe flooding in China's northern Shanxi province. Chinese authorities have issued a level 4 emergency response as heavy flooding hit the provinces of Shanxi and Shanxi. The China National Commission for Disaster Reduction and the Ministry of Emergency Management has sent a working team to the affected areas to help with disaster relief. China has a 4-tier flood control emergency response system, with level 1 being the most severe. Hello everyone, and welcome to the World of China, a channel to explore China. In today's video, we're talking about the serious flood in Shanxi, which left dozens dead and nearly 2 million homeless. So stay tuned and give this video a big thumbs up. Video posted online showed people on top of an almost sunk bus in a rushing river flowing over a nearby bridge outside the city of Shijiazhuang, about 165 miles southwest of Beijing. Authorities at Hebei province said in a social media post that 37 of the 51 people on the bus had been rescued. The state broadcaster CCTV said 3 had died and 11 were missing. According to reports, 4 traffic police officers died as a result of a landslide in Shanxi province on Tuesday. According to local media, torrential rain last week led to houses collapsing and triggered landslides across more than 70 districts and cities in the province. Many parts of Shanxi, a landlocked province that generally has dry weather, witnessed record-breaking rainfall over the past week. Heavy rainfall is hampering rescue efforts. The flooding comes less than 3 months after extreme rains in Henan province left more than 300 dead. Earlier this month, around 50,000 people were relocated by floods in neighboring Shanxi province from October 2nd, mostly in areas around Hanzhong City. At the time, Zhengzhou's weather station called it a once-in-a-thousand-years downpour, while Henan's Water Resources Department went a step further, claiming rain levels recorded at some stations could only be seen once every 5,000 years. Scientists say climate change is making extreme flooding worse and warn the number of people at risk from extreme flooding has grown significantly. Media, quoting the Provincial Meteorological Bureau, said over 60 weather stations in the province reported record-high aggregated rainfall figures for this period, with some areas seeing 3 times the normal average rainfall. Levels of rivers have raised, including the Yellow River, China's second-longest river. A dike breach along the Fence River, a tributary of the Yellow River, caused severe flooding in Yuncheng. According to the state media, at least 15 people have been reported killed, and 3 others remain missing after continuous and heavy downpours triggered flooding in northern China's Shanxi province, one of the country's top coal-producing areas. At least 1.75 people have been affected by the floods, and as many as 120,000 were displaced after 19,500 houses collapsed. Though the details on casualties or injuries have not been released, the majority of deaths occurred in the capital city, Zhengzhou, where more than 600 millimeters of rain, equivalent almost to an average year, fell in just 3 days. About 40 people died in underground car parks, while at least 20 others died in a flooded road tunnel and metro station. Photos published Tuesday by local state newspaper Shanxi Evening News showed traffic police carrying school children on their backs while swimming through waist-deep water after multiple vehicles got trapped. Shanxi received more than 3 times the average monthly rainfall for October in just 5 days last week, with the provincial government saying rain had broken records in multiple localities. Several regions across China have been hit by abnormal flooding this year. Villages were overwhelmed with water, trapping residents and causing the collapse of some dams. Aerial footage showed railway bridges washed away, leaving tricks hovering in the air, and sections of an ancient wall around the UNESCO-listed ancient city of Pingyao were also eroded. The heavy rain has also caused severe damage to crops and infrastructure. A section railway track was washed away by floodwaters in Qixian County on October 7th. An estimated 190,000 hectares of crops were also destroyed. Video footage published by the Shanxi Evening News showed rescuers paddling through murky waters and floating on rafts down flooded urban streets. Shanxi is a major coal-producing province. Minding the severe flood situation, the provincial government ordered mines to take flood-proofing measures and make emergency plans to be activated immediately in case of grave danger. This comes at a time China is facing an energy shortage which has caused power cuts. Among all the mines in more than 400 suspended mining operations, 60 were coal-producing. All the 60 coal mines in the province have suspended operations due to the floods, even as the country faces a power supply crisis. Operations at 372 non-coal mines, 14 hazardous chemical enterprises, more than 1,000 construction projects, and 166 scenic spots have also been suspended. Beijing recently ordered coal mines to spare no cost to increase production and ensure supply, and said it'll allow higher electricity prices in a bid to boost generation. China has been hit by widespread power cuts amid record coal prices, state electricity price controls, and tough emission targets that have squeezed the power supply. Meanwhile, state broadcaster CCTV showed workers repairing a broken dam and railway tracks left suspended over the water after part of the bridge they were on collapsed. China's Ministry of Emergency Management, or MEM, recently released figures for natural disasters in the first 3 quarters of 2021. MEM said a total of 94.94 million people were affected by various natural disasters, including earthquakes, floods, and typhoons. A total of 792 people were dead or missing, 5.262 million people were displaced, 157,000 houses were destroyed, and 1.751 million were damaged. Massive floods hit Henan province after 600 millimeters of rain in 24 hours on July 20, 2021. By early August, more than 300 deaths had been reported. Now, if we look into the expert's opinion, we see an expert from the China Meteorological Administration said on Saturday that the heavy rain in Shanxi lasted from October 2nd to last Wednesday and was accompanied by thunderstorms and a significant drop in temperature. The average rainfall in Shanxi for October is 31.1 millimeter, but from 8 p.m. on October 2nd to 8 a.m. last Thursday, it saw rainfall averaging 119.5 millimeters. 18 counties in the province had more than 200 millimeters of rain during the period, with a maximum recording of 285.2 millimeters. 59 national meteorological observatories in the province recorded their highest daily rainfall, while 63 observatories reported their highest cumulative rainfall over the period. The China Meteorological Administration noted that the heavy precipitation, concentrated rainfall, its long and often heavy duration, accompanied by thunder and lightning, and strong convection of cooling, also caused difficulties for rescue efforts in Shanxi. Since the disaster strikes, rescue teams from all over the province have started to work immediately, and supplies from foundations and private donations poured into Shanxi. In Taiyuan, rescuers in inflatable boats with megaphones shouted out to people in affected areas and immediately went to the rescue when they heard a response. Hold the children above your head. The elderly and women are given priority to go ashore. Don't panic. Everyone will be rescued. Rescuers were constantly calling out to give confidence to stranded people. Other areas across the country experienced heavy rainfall during the holidays. 7 working groups were sent by the Ministry of Water Resources to the provinces of Shanxi, Henan, and Shandong to provide aid for flood prevention and control efforts, Xinhua reported. According to the officials, the range of the flooding in Shanxi is even greater than the flooding in central China's Henan province in August, but the scale of impact and extent of the damage is less than the Henan floods. Shanxi also facing challenges in other areas as a major coal-producing province in response to the floods, but also to protect the supply of energy. In addition, there are many ancient buildings in Shanxi, and their preservation is also a challenge. However, local social rescue forces have become more organized. In the current flooding in Shanxi, the local community has been able to respond to all the existing rescue needs, which is a big step forward. Now, the main challenge for Shanxi is the low temperatures brought about by the cold wave. Currently, the temperature in some of the affected areas at higher altitudes is close to 0 degrees. According to experts, it seems that the weather may be moving in a more extreme direction, so it cannot be looked at it in the normal and traditional way. There is a need to make strategic adjustments to stop weather disasters that may increasingly affect everyone in the future. Well, that's all for today. Thanks for watching the video. Give this video a big thumbs up and let me know your thoughts in the comment box. For more exciting videos, subscribe to this channel and hit the bell icon. I'll be back with another exciting video soon. Till then, check out our channel for more exciting videos and stay tuned.